All right, so I thought it might be different to get something on the bench and do a video of just a basic string change, just because I don't know, why not? So I got a few tools here. First thing I need is my Allen wrench. We're gonna unlock the first Allen screw here because we broke an A string today on our live stream while we were playing. I think I was playing Crocus. And some of you were there for that, and I think we just started the song. Put that right there. Don't want to lose that. What crap's easy to lose. But yeah. Loosen this up a bit. Wrong way. Go the other way. Yeah. Good enough. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Playing Crocus, broke string. Had to change guitars instead of just stopping the music, because you never stop your music. You know, when you're playing live, whether it's on stage or doing a live stream, if you can help it, the music's got to keep going. You know, the show must go on and all that good stuff. Okay, get out there. I hate these string tees, and I don't even know why they're necessary with the locking nut, but it's there. So let's get the other and loosened up. But yeah, doing a live string, broke string. So and if you know me, I don't like to change strings unless I break one. That's kind of how I roll. Don't want to lose my Allen wrench either, so I'll put that there. Now I get this bad boy out of here, and we have to make sure that we get this back in a little bag. I'll use the bag that the new string is coming in. I already got that out, so I don't have to fish for it. I've got everything ready. I got all my tools. I'll show you my tools here in a second. Here is the new string. It's where's the camera? Where's the damn camera? It's a orientation. Very important. 32 Ernie ball. Been using Ernie balls ever since I started. I don't know why. Just the string I get. When I was younger, I always had problems with the 24s separating over the frets for some reason, but that was a lot of years ago, and quality has gotten better in that department at least. So we put the bad string in here, and we make sure it's nice and just Vinny proof. It's got to be Vinny proof, and it'll go in another container where he cannot get it. So put that there. Oh, and yeah, my tools. I was going to show you my tools, and we have a 9-volt battery, which is brand new, and I don't want to lose that. I got to put that back in the box. I'm done with it because I pulled the battery out of the box today. If you were on the stream, you also saw that because I put a fresh battery in there. So we're going to be using that, and I got a hand winder. Got a tuner that I can tune with, obviously. Duh. A little screwdriver, which has a bit that'll fit the Allen keys in, and then I've got this little USB doohickey, and I'll show you what that's for. No, actually, I don't need that. No, because I got the 9-volt battery. It's better than the 9-volt batteries. It's better than that. Okay, so we got everything we need. So we'll get on this end and get our good string out. The first thing I got to do is flip the ball off. Howie. We don't need no stinking balls on the end of the string. And I got one of these cool little jobbies. It's a wire cutter and a string winder. So these are really neat. Who made this? I've had this for years. Can't tell. Maybe you can tell by the logo. Oh, maybe it says on it. I don't know. Can't read it. I don't see a name. Probably worn off. But this has been a handy tool. I mean, I've got a lot of hand string winders. Got some really cheap ones. Got some really crappy ones. But this one's been a good one. It's been my go-to. But enough about string winders. Crying out loud. Let's snip off the end. Actually, you don't need that much slack. It's probably pretty good. And we don't want to lose that either because Vinny He has some kind of form of kitty pica, and he likes guitar strings, and he hunts them out wherever they are. He finds them when I think I hid them well. He finds them, and he tries to eat them. So it's very important that. Oh, by the way, Vinny is my cat who loves to eat guitar strings. But anyway, put that back in the bag. Put that in the bag too. And we'll dispose of that properly. Now we'll get this sucker clamps down in the bridge. And I don't think I really have to. Well, yeah, I'll make it easier on myself. I'll use a 9-volt battery because I've seen, what's his name? I like to watch. He uses 9 volts anyway. That'll keep it up in the air. I don't really need my screwdriver. I think this will be nice and clean. Just want to get it centered in there. And half the time I'll get it off to the side. And then I'll just have to undo it and do it over again. And I don't want to do that. So, I mean, this is such an easy process when you're just doing string by string, and I like my vibrato to float, which means I don't like it locked down on the deck, because I like to pull backwards, which is like Dimebag and other people, and like a floating trim, and that should be tight enough. Don't want to over tighten and strip the screws, because strip your screws and you're screwed. Get to slip that under the string tee. Get it into oh yeah, these are my other tools, my eyeglasses. Without these I couldn't see anything. And I usually have a headlamp, but I don't know where the hell it is right now, so let's just which way we're going. We're gonna go that way, so give that a bend back that way, and we get our fancy $30 string winder, just because it's so much easier and faster. Get that. Get a finger in there and hold that down. Get a couple good windings on it. I'm not going to really edit this or speed it up. That's making a lot of noise, but that's the price of rock and roll. Oh yeah, we got lots of winding. More than is necessary. That's alright. It won't kill us. Oh. Of course it's loose stuff. Okay, don't forget we have to let the bridge back down. Gotta take the battery out before we... Wow, just about perfect. Is that good or what? And give it a little stretch. Make sure all the windings settle in there. And I like to give it a firm tug because I want to know that it's not going to pop out of the bridge, because hold on, I gotta take a call. Probably wondering why I'm talking in here. Hello. Yeah, I did. I just want to let you know I'm making a talkie video in case you heard me talking and thought you were wondering why I was talking. So, okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay, so that was that, and this is this. Okay, we tugged on it. Good firm tug. Doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Let's see if it's about a half step. Think about a half step out of it. Roughly, that's pretty good. Let's check the tuner before we tighten it down, because I've been noticing this thing has been going up and down with the air conditioning a lot. So maybe we want to redo all the strings. Be sure they're all good. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. Or if I can put that somewhere where you can see it. Probably not. Yeah. Well, maybe. Hey, maybe that'll work. Okay. Green means good. Green means go. That's one I keep bumping into in my live streams is that damn G string. Yeah, so we're looking good. Everything else can be adjusted with the fine tuners after we get it clamped down. So, oh well, I'm not really all that OCD, but you know, these little whatever you call them, the locks, the little square thingies have a pointy part, like the top of a house, like if it's sloped, and they should all point in the same direction, right? It just looks better if you care about that sort of thing, and I slightly do. And yeah, I only change strings when they break, which actually frequent enough for my taste. So I don't, you know, people get pretty picky about their freshness of their strings. You know, my brother used to say, yeah, my strings are dead. I don't feel like playing. I never could figure out what he meant by that. I've never really had to deal with a dead string in my life as far as I know. I think he was just lazy. But I miss him. He's been gone a long time, like most of my family. So let's get the rest of this off here because don't need anything that can poke us. Get that out of there, and that'll go in the anti-Vinny bag. Well, that over there for now. Do one last check on the tuner. Good. A little flat. Because I got to use this tomorrow. We're going to play from the green guitar list, or if we wander onto the YouTube compound and get ourselves kicked off again, like we did today. Right in the middle of Motorhead too. Can you believe that? I mean, what nerve? You know, I'm just getting ready to. Oh, that's getting down pretty flat. You know, I want to give a little more slack on these fine tuners because they're riveted all the way down. So I'm gonna undo this one. Just loosen it up. No need to take it off all the way. And yeah, pull back these a little bit so we have a little bit to work with. One thing I got to remind myself to do is make sure the other strings aren't ringing when you're trying to use one of these tuners because, well, for obvious reasons. What's it? Oh. Oh! Uh-oh. He sent me a text. I mean, excuse me. You don't know who he is. I'm not going to tell you either. So, all right. Anyway, if you know, you know. That's all you need to know. So, you probably don't. That's probably going to mess everything up. Oh yeah, tightening up that string's going to throw everything else out. Yeah, the G was the first to go. Our first casualty. People complain about this all the time. It just makes me kind of giggle. It's just part of having a Floyd, man. Yeah. Our A went flat too. Another thing people don't tell you when you're just starting out and you're tuning your guitar is a lot of times you don't realize it, like especially if you're holding the guitar while you're tuning it, which is like probably 90% of the time when you're tuning, if not more. Sometimes you'll be pressing forward on the neck or back on the neck, any kind of tension like that. You know, it's easy to forget not to do that because then you'll start playing. You wonder, why am I out of tune? Well, number one, you didn't stretch your strings. You didn't, exercise caution and not put any pressure either direction on the neck, causing it to bend one way or the other. And if you got really thin necks like a wizard neck or like the Charvels, they're really, in my experience, susceptible to that even more than something, a little thicker like this one, this LTD over here, because this thing's solid as a rock. But just a little bit of pressure can throw you off enough to screw your gig for the rest of the night. So it's the little things. Yes, still running a little flat. Still just a little flat. We want it. And the G. Here we thought we had it. That's what thought did. Keep changing that E string. Get all that. And you have to do the same thing on that one. And that's all right, because it gives me a chance to talk about stuff and crap and things. So we'll loosen that up. Loosen that up too, all right. You think you're done and you're not even close. Also, you got to take in consideration that I like to hit these things pretty hard sometimes. And the harder you hit your strings, the harder you squeeze down on them, the sharper they're going to go too. So. Okay, well, obviously, we need a little more slack on that one too. That Right about where. Right about where we want. And I really hammer on these lower strings when I hit a chord. And I'm happy with that. That's going to work for me because I got enough slack in the fine tuners. Make sure these are all battened down really good. And we can call it good. The rest in the fine tuning, but I really don't think we're going to have a problem. I'm happy with that. That works for me. And that's just a standard, boring street change. Nothing more special than that. Get all my tools out of here. Turn my tuner off. This crap out of the way. And I know this is kind of stupid, but this mess here it's a stack of neodymium magnets, and it goes under my table, and so I don't lose any of my Allen wrenches or screws, and smack goes right there. And it's a really easy way to keep track of little things. I got a couple of those under the table. So that good to go. And that should be fun. Do a quick. Oh yeah. That sounds good to me. So that is a string change, simple string change. Yeah. Not much more to it than that. Anyway, this has been fun, and we'll catch y'all on the next stream, which is first thing tomorrow, as it turns out. So let's make it a good one. Hope to see you there, and take care. God bless.